I'm sorry. I just saw a coworker in the lobby, and I thought, my God, is that Biggie? It's like I'm seeing him everywhere.
I'm going to tell him you said that.
Don't.
In clouds, in soft serve ice cream.
Exactly. That's where I see him. I see him all
puddles
over,
on the pickleball court.
I see him all over the place. Breaks my heart. I'm without my dear friend, my best friend.
Yes.
In the mirror at the gym.
Exactly. There is where I see Biggie, and I think,
What's he doing when you see him?
yawning.
His visions.
Same. So lifelike, I see him like,
yes.
oh my God, there he is.
Having an Alani new.
Yes. If you don't know, we announced this yesterday at exactly this time. Biggie is going to be taking some weeks off because he's trying to get his health in order. It has deteriorated. He has struggled with his weight, of course, for a long time. And now he's getting to the point where he's saying, look, enough of this. I need to get my life
Focus 100% on his health.
100% on his health.
Which we are 100% behind.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And so we're giving him however many weeks he needs off. But he will be back. He will be back. And we look forward to that. In the meantime, we have BB Shea in here.
Thank you, BB Shea.
Who's done a tremendous job. I tried to trick him this morning, Dave.
Did you? With what?
Oh, I tried to trick him.
Did you trip him?
The old Friday package?
The old Friday package.
Do I?
Let me explain it to you. I had to explain it to you.
The Monday package is a lot smaller.
Monday package.
It is.
It's almost non-existent.
Oh,
it's run of the mill.
Monday package is run of the mill. Monday through Thursday package is this. When we go into commercial break, it'll go like, 2 guys named Chris. Oh, man, I love that show. 2 guys named Chris. Okay.
Yeah. To build ourselves up.
Right. The Friday package is totally different, but it has to be done manually. Friday package is 2 guys named Chris. Boy, am I glad it's Friday. Listen to this great show. 2 guys named Chris, And so I didn't tell BB Shea. I was ready to, I put that landmine in front of him. I thought he'll never remember to do that.
Yeah.
He passed.
They're there.
Passed the test. There they are. I saw him first thing. So, whoa, look who's working here.
BB Shea's, he's usually on top of things.
Yeah. He's on, and I have to apologize to you too, Dave. I know I already went through, and I know how much you like this. The 4 things to look forward to in April. I already did those.
Oh,
out of the chute.
You missed the big ones.
You missed. Well, I forgot about baseball and the Masters, but I got Easter. In fairness,
those are the 2 biggies.
No.
What Easter? What's the other one?
Oh, basketball, baseball. Oh, basketball.
Basketball.
And there's a movie coming out.
The Grammys.
The Grammys are coming out.
I don't know if you are aware of this, but I saw a headline this morning, may have been CNN, that said your girl, Kelly, Olivia Rodrigo, set to have a huge night.
Big night.
At the Grammys.
I can't watch. It's like the Final Four. I can't watch that.
There's nothing else on.
There's no way I can.
What are you going to watch? There's no ball.
I'm too nervous.
You do the thumb trick on Grammys.com.
I'll do the phone.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, did she win Best New Artist?
I just can't do it. It's like the Duke Carolina game. I can't bring myself to watch it. I'm so nervous about it. Same for Olivia. I'm pulling for her so hard. We knew it was getting ready to be April because Chris Demm was in our friend Craig's office yesterday, and he saw the August 2017 calendar up on his wall. That's what Craig does. We've mentioned this before, but this is a new wrinkle to it.
We call it the Craigorian calendar.
That's right.
It's true.
Craig will not be a slave to big calendars.
He's bought enough calendars for the rest of his life.
He refuses. About over a year
If you're
ago.
a sucker, you buy one every December.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
And evidently no one's giving him a gift.
No. I think he probably finally just said, stop giving me calendar. I've got it.
I got plenty of calendars.
Down to a science. Well, here's the new twist now. Probably
This is what, 3 months, 6 months ago? I had to go into his office.
I think more than.
Maybe
I
so.
think it's been a while. And Chris Demm was in his office and looked up at the calendar, and it was like 2014. And Chris Demm said to Craig, you're 7 years behind the time on this. And Craig said, oh, no.
Without even looking up at the calendar.
Days match up.
Dates line up.
I'm not. I am not going to be a slave to big calendar. I refuse. And Chris Demm just slowly backed out of his office, knowing that he's on the edge. I mean, he's teetering on the brink.
Yeah.
So, but this is the new twist. And we all know now, Craig is calendar. He's not going to buy. He bought like 8 calendars and they match up. Yeah. That is, I didn't even realize that until Craig said that. I mean, 2014 is identical to a year coming up. You just don't.
That's right.
Figure
They'll
out
start on the
one.
same date and end on the
Do
same date.
you think that means also that like Thanksgiving is the same? It would be, right? And Easter? Even Easter?
Yeah.
Would that be the case?
No, Easter changes
Easter
every
changes
year.
with the different calendars.
It's seasonal.
It's seasonal.
It's based on the moon. It's not going to be every year.
So even if the dates it line up exactly, it would not be the same.
No, because you could have Easter in March.
Yes,
but Thanksgiving is always good.
Even
Thanksgiving would match up.
But it's based on moon phase.
So it's not
Easter.
okay.
Easter only.
So that'd be the one thing that confuses Craig is Easter.
He'll never know.
No, he does. He skips Easter.
No jelly beans for him.
No, absolutely. How would he know?
He won't know.
What are these Cadbury eggs doing on my desk?
We'll have celebrated April 15th, and he's waiting for the 30th to roll around.
Not a clue. He has no idea. So yesterday, Chris Demm was back in his office, and he saw, naturally, a 2017 calendar up on his wall. But I said to Chris Demm, I think it needs to be more time than just 5 years. It needs to be like 7 or 8 years with your leap years and all that in to match up exactly. And Chris Demm said, oh, no. It wasn't March of 2017. It was August of 2017.
That's right.
Because he needed 31 days. It started on X day and ends on the X day.
Right. So Chris Demm said, your calendar now says August. Yeah, but it matches up to March of 2017.
So I'm dying to know, now that the calendar is turned.
Yeah.
What's today?
Where do you go?
Does September of 17 match up with April of 22? They both have 30 days. And And if March matched up with August, it would match.
It would match. Yes,
it should match up. It should be the same.
But to him, what difference does it make what month it is on that calendar? Because
well, he's taking Labor Day off. He's out Monday. He won't be here Monday.
Yeah, I was going to say Monday would be Labor
Monday's
Day.
Labor Day.
Yeah, because there's every month of every year, there's a month from a previous year that matches up.
Yes.
Where the first starts on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I bet you he's got like 2 calendars and he just or 3 and he just matches
but
up.
If you don't,
he's beat the system.
But as you get older, and I don't know how old he is,
he wins.
I can't remember the month.
Right. Oh, you can't remember the month.
No, I would put 8/30.
Yeah, by
August 30th,
by accident.
When it's
there are
March.
So many technical, phones and
it's right at your fingertips.
iPads.
Literally,
your computer has the date right on it.
You're not going to get him with that.
He won't.
Don't try to fool him with that electronics.
He refuses to do any of that. That's exactly right. And good for him. I mean, this guy just refuses to be it. He will not go down to that. We were talking about Biggie a minute ago, who's coming back in a matter of weeks. We have however long it takes.
And we should point out too, I guess because of the nature of this program, that many people have messaged me and said, "Is this your best April Fool's joke?" I wish it was. It's not. We're dark. We're not that dark.
Yeah, and of course it started yesterday, which was pre-April Fool's. But that's right. No, we're not doing that. We would never do that.
No.
Because it's a serious thing.
Yeah.
He's out. And
he's asking for help, which is good.
Yes, indeed. And Chris Demm said, in days past, when he comes back, we would have like a luncheon for him. But you can't have like cake and all that for him. And Chris Demm said maybe a flourless chocolate cake.
Oh.
Which got us really discussing flourless chocolate cake.
Yeah, because Kelly, you're more of a baker than I.
I think, Dave, you back me up on this. I think, which I've had, it's really good.
Don't bake much at all.
Well, I think, though, flourless chocolate cake is still bad for you because it's got a ton of sugar in it, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it's no good unless you put some fake stuff in it.
Yeah, but even that's not it.
No, it's garbage.
From a baking point of view, what does the flour do to a cake?
I think it makes it fluffier, more thicker, more moist. It rises in the oven, whereas a flourless is more the texture, very dense.
It'll be more dense.
I think so.
The cake part itself.
Yeah, more cheesecakey, more dense, I think. Once it's done, it's the thinner.
There's different kinds. I mean, there's wheat flour, but there's other kinds of flour, like
you
almond flour.
You could do that.
Or, there's weird kinds of flour.
There have been times when we're out having dinner and they'll say we have a flourless chocolate cake and it's delicious.
Oh, it's great, but I don't think
I don't know that I even would notice that it's not.
I'd stay away from it.
A floury
different
cake.
texture though. I think it's more crumbly, more dense. Like
and it's not as moist.
No, BB Shea doesn't eat cake,
but flour isn't moist.
No, but it makes it rise.
But there's you still have the eggs and everything else, right? The butter.
I guess
sometimes the eggs don't react the way they do with enriched flour.
So that's why it's not the same.
That's why it's different. It's baking. It's chemistry.
I make a Texas sheet cake, and I offered to bring it in for BB Shea. He said he doesn't eat cake. He does not.
What the hell, BB?
I know he's not a
big
person.
fan. Yeah.
Are you a cookie man, pie man?
I love cheesecake. I like cheesecake. I know that it's a kind of normal cake, but
that's more of a pie.
Yeah, I'm like a cookie ice cream guy. Yeah.
That's delightful. I love a big
do you like standard cheesecake flavors or the different types?
I'm down for whatever type of cheesecake.
So New York is just a jumping off point.
Yes.
New York
yeah.
Do you know the Kelly curse? And I got many people, P1s, telling me that you've done this, talking to me. About a year ago, I expressed my love, maybe a year and a half now, for the reduced fat Skippy peanut butter. And it's...
Our friend the eavesdropper started dropping them off.
You can only find them in one store, Big P, and there's not a Big P near me.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Don't
talking
Google that.
Now it's Big C too.
I don't think Big C has it.
No, I think you get Big C at Big P, right?
Where do I get Big C? At Big P.
Isn't Big P the store?
Yeah, Big P's the store.
Don't you get Big C at Big P?
I don't know what Big C is.
Your bucket of chicken.
Your bucket.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Your BC.
Yeah,
at the Big P.
I'm sorry. I thought you were being really dirty. I thought you were. I'm sorry. I really thought you were being, like sending me some messages like, "Go get your Big C and a Big P."
Google BBC and see what happens.
Yeah.
Nobody wants Big P.
Put your Big C and a Big P, and we buy fried chicken buckets from the Big P,
right?
And that's where you get Skippy reduced fat creamy peanut butter spread. They can't call it actual peanut butter because it's not really. They call it a spread. Doesn't have enough peanuts in it. Mm-hmm. It's being recalled in 18 states because it may have nothing bad. Shards of steel.
Stainless. So, okay.
You won't rust.
Shards of stainless steel could be inside the reduced fat creamy peanut butter spread.
It's the realest thing in there. Actual metal.
Yeah.
Have you had it, BB Show?
No, I've never had it.
Oh, Biggie and I love it. Dave poo-pooed, but Biggie and I absolutely. I'll tell
One of
you.
us is taking medical leave.
At the moment.
I'll tell you where I got it for the first time.
Does it have the Steelers logo on the side of it? U.S. Steel.
You'll get searing abdominal pains, but
It's worth it.
Yeah, for that peanut butter.
You can't go through the airport.
No.
The metal detectors.
We were at the beach one time, had rented a condo, and the previous occupant had left behind a jar. And I said, well, this is my gift. I was just like, it's just like finders keepers. And I ate it. I'd never had it before. And
You don't even put it on bread, right,
No,
Kelly?
just right out of the jar. Absolutely loved it. And I couldn't find it anywhere. I went to every store I could figure out, and they only have it at the Big P, as far as I know. And then the eavesdropper who brings by snacks from time to time started bringing it by, and it is delightful. But anyway, it's been recalled. They also have the others have been recalled. Creamy and also their chunky has been recalled as well. 60,000 jars on the shelves. They have best if used by May of 2023. So you have a long time to use it, so you got to be careful with that. One of them has a plant protein in it. That one also is being recalled.
Yum.
Yeah, they're recalling all of
How'd they
those.
find out? People started pointing towards magnetic north.
Yeah.
What is it? The peanut butter.
Yeah, I guess so. This is similar. Some students at a preschool and a kindergarten in New Jersey had to go to the hospital. Everybody's okay. They accidentally drank sanitizer that was put into milk cartons, and they're trying to figure out how that happened.
Oh.
How did that? Yeah, what is going on? These are some moms talking about it.
All the pre-K kids drinking. It just said it was in there and it was nothing to worry about, basically, at first. Like, that's what the call said. But it is something to worry about because they consumed it. But I pray them babies be okay, whoever had too much of it or whatever.
So did you think somebody just just put hand sanitizer in milk cartons for preschoolers? How does that happen? That's really all that they're looking into it now. Yeah, why? How would that happen?
Was it labeled a milk carton, or was it just a different vessel? Because some of them come in. Some of that sanitizer comes in those big jugs, which sometimes milk comes in big jugs.
Maybe
too.
that's how it happened. But that's really odd.
Yeah,
because there's a big difference between hand sanitizer and milk.
like a sealed milk carton. That's what's
They
weird.
they said it was the sanitizer was put into milk cartons. And some of the kids drank it and realized this doesn't taste right, but had to go to the hospital.
But not the individual size cartons, right?
It had to be larger,
Like the little
See, I
pints
don't know.
that
I
used
don't
to
know
get.
enough details on that. It had to be larger, you would think, because that just seems crazy,
Places that pour out milk like that. I thought you just got
You would get an individual carton.
You drank it from the carton.
I'm so hooked on Diet Coke now. I sent my son to the store to get some more last night. I know.
That's a low dark moment.
It
But
is.
it's win-win, though. I mean, you get yours, he gets to drive.
True, because he's grounded still until tonight, so he gets to get out of the house a little bit. In fact,
Has he planned his first night out?
Oh yeah. Oh, he's back at cookout with all his
the hang?
boys. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Over at Arnold's?
Always. I texted him and said, "Would you please go to the store and get me some Diet Coke?" He wrote back, "Nah, son, you tripping."
And were you tripping?
I was. I said, and there's his picture with the. That's the latest that he has sent me.
Did he get those shades from Liza Minnelli?
Do you like that?
If they had blue and white rims, it'd be Eric Estrada
They
shirts.
look like the ones that De Niro's wearing at the end of Casino.
That's right.
Yeah, he looks like an elderly Italian man.
The kind the kind you would wear after they dilate your eyes on the sun.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So he says, "Nah, son, you tripping?" And I said, "What you?"
Is that from his room?
Yes, that's from his room. I texted him in his room, and he said, finally, I said, "I need you to go and get me some Diet Coke."
So does he go to the grocery store?
Yes, and we made a deal. He got to get himself some ramen noodles at the same time, which I said was fair.
Get as much as you want.
Is this
Yep.
off book? Does the wife know about this little transaction?
She did know about this because apparently I was on edge because we were out of Diet Coke yesterday. And she said something.
You were snapping
she
around
said,
the
"What's
house?"
going on with you?" And I said, "I know Diet Coke." She goes, "Send the boy to get
Go
some."
crack a can.
So
Give him as much as milk.
yeah, so that's exactly right.
He's a big fan of ramen noodles.
He loves ramen.
What's his infatuation with struggle meals?
I don't know. He loves that.
Because he's
though.
like the Mexican pizza.
Yeah.
From food. Yeah, from the
Food Lion,
yeah.
and then ramen noodles. He loves that.
This was known as a
bizarre.
struggle meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ramen and food. Yeah, that's all struggle meals.
Well, he needs to get. Looking at his grades, he should get used to it now, because he will be on struggle meals for a
when
long.
you're
Struggle meal plan.
Yeah, you're in your 20s. That's what you eat 2 days before
That's
payday. is
struggle.
Ramen.
He got his braces yesterday. My son did.
Brace face.
And
How's he doing?
pretty good. He's doing pretty well. He said they
pain?
hurt. No hurt, but
Yeah.
not horrible. And he was okay. He was eating last night and everything.
Had
So,
a little work ahead of him on that, didn't he?
yeah, that's
The brushing. I never had braces on.
brushing is completely different with braces. I mean, you have to the hygiene has to be kept at top notch.
What's the current technology of braces?
Same as always.
Those plastic things.
His look just like ours did.
Huh.
They are metal. Well, he doesn't know this, but the whole deal is he got Invisaligns, which are invisible. They're supposed to move your teeth, and he was supposed to wear them for 2 years. Well, it's been 4, and he's had no movement on the teeth at all. So the orthodontist told us, "Look, this is the first case."
He's not even wearing these.
He's not. Okay. So the orthodontist said, "This is the first case I've ever had like this. He's beaten me. I've been beaten down, and the Invisalign company will not ship us anymore. That's all he gets. So he's going to have to do braces." And so the guy said, "Look, I've charged you so much money. I'm just going to charge you for the hardware here. So you can do
Not the labor.
not the labor,
Just parts.
just parts." And he said $500 more for the silver braces, the old school
Like the metal bands that
metal
went around your
bands,
teeth,
just like
and then
we
the
had.
wires connecting them.
Just like we had them 30 years ago.
The Soviet model.
Yes. Because those are $500. He goes, if you want something more comfortable and invisible, where his kids won't make fun of him, I can give you an $800 set or a $1,200 set, top of the line. I said, "You had me at Russian model."
Yeah.
So we got him the old school, and he doesn't even know that. We paid less
Wheels
money.
of steel.
Said he had his chance.
But now he's got to go in and get them tightened, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Every 6 weeks or whatever. So he's got it. There they are. I've got a picture of him now with
Look
them
at
on his
that.
teeth.
Yep.
That is the
Oh, that's okay.
classic. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
He's a
they're
good-looking
not
kid.
too obtrusive.
Well, that's what I
No.
thought exactly.
But I mean, for him, it's an enormous change.
He said it wasn't bad though. The kids now, they're not as cruel, I guess, as we used to. They didn't call him brace face or anything.
Yeah, and remember we've had coworkers, adult coworkers who've had braces.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not that big a deal, So anyway, he got them yesterday, and that was that. But he was not that quick to
So
go and
Dad'd
get.
be writing more checks.
Yeah, but for the least amount possible. I told him. Well, I didn't tell him. I told his mother. No way are we going to write the extra money for that.
He comes home this afternoon and they're not there anymore.
It's possible.
I stopped and had it taken off.
Well, you know what my son would say to that? I'd say, "Where are your braces?" What? I don't know.
What's his friend's name? The one who draws on him.
Who was that friend?
Not Tyler.
No, I
Not
forget who drew.
Landon.
Somebody drew on him.
Hayden.
Somebody drew a penis on his thigh, and he had trouble getting that on. It. It's like,
Or he comes back.
Trevor, Tyler.
They're all gold. Check my grill.
yeah, you never know. You just never know what's going to happen with him.